All of you, welcome back to yet another project. In this project, you're going to launch your first ever, most advanced token airdrop with referral program. You can set any token as an airdrop, and when the user will claim the airdrop and share their referral ID, they will receive the commission. So let me give you a complete walkthrough about all the features we have included in our smart contract and how this entire DApp will work. So once the user will come back to the application and connect their wallet, this is what exactly they will see in the tab. So the very first section we have is our navigation section. We have the logo, we have the menu. So this is the dashboard and this is the admin panel. So I'm connected with the admin account. That's why it's visible. So I can go back to the admin page, and from there I can easily able to control the entire smart contract. This is our button. So I can simply click here and I can simply disconnect my wallet, or I can simply copy my address. So this is the header section we have. This is the Euro section where we are providing all the details. So this is what I have called token airdrop. I have provided some information you can provide based on your project, that when the user will claim the airdrop and share the referral address, they will also receive the commission as a referral. Here you will find the stat about the smart contract, that how many token user have claimed as an airdrop, how many token user have claimed as a referral, how many token is left in the contract, and currently the airdrop is active. So currently I'm providing 100 token as an airdrop, but you can set any quantity. One user have got the referral and bonus, which is the 20 token, and currently 700 token is left in the contract, and currently it's active. Here you will find the stats. So I have already made the airdrop claim from this particular wallet which I have connected. So admin can also make the airdrop claim. So you can claim once, not more than that, from one particular wallet address. So you will find the details. So when you will claim the airdrop, you have to provide few details. You have to provide the Twitter handle, you have to provide the Discord handle, and you have to provide your email ID. Then only you can able to make the airdrop claim. You will see that currently I got one referral and you have earned 20 token as a commission. This is my referral ID, so I can simply copy my address and I can share with the user, and when the user will use my address, I will receive the commission. You will find the referral program. So currently we are providing 20 token as a referral. So that's what you will find. You will see that how it will work. User will connect their wallet, they can provide their social media profiles like Twitter, Discord, and email ID, and they can add the referral. So this one is an optional. User can simply provide their address as a referral, or they can skip that and they can claim the 100 token which we are providing as an airdrop. So this is the entire home page we have. We have the another page which is the admin, and it will only be accessible to the admin. If other user will try to access, they will not have the access. So this is the admin panel. Here you can is able to see all the stats about the contract. So this much token is left in our contract so far. 200 token have been claimed as an airdrop, token 20 token as a referral, and we have the active state. From here you can able to control the smart contract. So if you want to deactivate the airdrop and you want to stop the user for claiming the token, you can simply click here and it will be deactivated. If you want to withdraw the token from the airdrop contract, you can simply give the quantity, that how many token you want to withdraw, and you can simply make the call and you can withdraw that. Only admin can call this particular function. That's why you have the access of the admin panel. So from here you can able to withdraw the token from the contract. Here you will have some emergency function. So when you will call this particular emergency, is going to withdraw all the token and is going to remove all the stats, all the data from the contract. So that's what we have here. Now here you will find the details about the ownership management. So here we have that one. This is the account which is the owner of the contract which we have used for deploying the contract. And here you will find this particular option which you can use to set a new owner. So you can paste the address, you can paste the new address, and you will change the owner. But in the real world, we don't change the ownership for the contract, so you should not do that. But I have included this particular functionality, and here you will find all the details about the contract. So this is the contract owner, and here you will find that your wallet address. So I'm connected with the same address, so that's why I have the access. So currently see, this is the base reward as an airdrop, and this is the referral bonus we are providing. So I hope you have understood that what are the section we have and how every single thing would be working absolutely fine. Now let me show you every single thing in action, that how user can claim an airdrop. So first let me quickly log out from the DApp. So finally I'm logged out, and this is what exactly user will see currently when they will come back to your application. If I give a quick reload, you will find that we are fetching the balance of the contract from our contract, and we are displaying without connecting our wallet. I can simply click here and I will have the option click on MetaMask, and it's going to connect me, and I will have my dashboard. So I have already claimed the airdrop from this particular account. So what I will do, I'll simply copy this one, copy this address, and now I will come back to different account. So I'll simply come back here, and I have to go back to account number 3. Let's give a quick reload and let's see. I guess I have also claimed the airdrop from this account as well. You can see the stats. Now what I will do, I'll simply come back here. I can go back to my account number 1, which I haven't used for claiming an airdrop. Right now you will see all the stats is changed. Now I will come back here, and here I got the form. I have to provide my Twitter, I have to provide my Discord, I have to provide my email ID, and I have to provide the referral. if I have the address, which I have already copied. So I'm going to use this one, the address as a referral. I'm going to give my Twitter handle. So I'll go with this one. I can give my Discord handle and I can give my email ID, which is this one. So you have to provide the valid details. Now, once you provide that, you can see that how much you're going to get it. So you will get this 100 token in your wallet and the referral bonus will go to the admin, this particular address. So simply click on this, claim your token, and it's going to perform the transaction. So here you can see the transaction is performing. We are paying the gas consumption. Click on this, confirm, and here the transaction is happening. Just wait. Once the transaction will complete, the airdrop would be claimed successfully in your wallet and you will have in your wallet. And you can see currently the transaction is happening. It's in the pending state because we are doing this transaction on the Hostly test network. You can literally deploy to any network. Ethereum, Mainnet, Polygon, Binance, any network, it will work absolutely fine. So just wait, soon the transaction will complete and you will have the token in your wallet address. And finally, we got the confirmation and you got the token in your wallet address. So you can simply come back here. You can see right now the token is not displaying, but you can simply import the token and you will have the token in your wallet. What I will do, I'll simply click here and I can click on this import token. I can paste here. I can select the network. So I'll go with the Hostly because that's where I've deployed my token. I can paste the token address and you will find that it's going to fetch out the balance of the token. I can click here, import, and I got my 100 token as an airdrop. I click on the import and I got it. So that's how you can able to claim an airdrop. If I come back to the admin account, which is number 2, so let's click here and go back to account number 2, you will find that this account has received an airdrop and the referral bonus, it went up to 40. Earlier it was 20. If you come back here, if you give a quick reload, you will find the details will get updated. So we have 300 token claim as an airdrop, 40 token as a referral. You can see this is the token is left in our contract because we have paid the airdrop and we have paid the referral 20 token. You will find that currently you got 2 referral and you got 40 token as a commission. So every single thing is working fine. Now you can come back to the admin and from here you can able to control all of this other function. For example, if I want to withdraw the token from my contract, so I can simply come back here and I want to withdraw 80 token. I can simply give this 80. Now I can simply come back here, click on this withdraw token and it's going to make a call. All I have to do is to simply confirm the transaction. I'm withdrawing the token. Let's click on this confirm and you will find the transaction is happening. It's in the pending state. Let's click here and you can able to see that I'm the admin and I'm calling this withdraw function to withdraw 18 token from the contract. So just wait, give some time. Soon the transaction will complete and you will have the token in your wallet. And finally the transaction got completed and you can see all the stats got changed. So right now the available balance is 500. Earlier it was 80, like 580. Every single thing is got updated. That's how you can able to withdraw the token. If I want to deactivate the airdrop, I can do that. I can click on this disable airdrop. It's going to make a call to our smart contract and I can simply click on this confirm. And here you will see the transaction in the process. I can click on the MetaMask to see transaction is happening. You can see the transaction is happening. This might take a little bit time because we are testing on the Hostly test network. It's actual test network. So the transaction takes a little bit time when you perform the transaction on the blockchain. And finally, the transaction is completed. We got the confirmation and you will find that it's got deactivated because now no one able to claim the airdrop. So if I want to activate that, I can simply click on this enable airdrop and now I have to simply confirm it so user can start claiming the airdrop. So once you start the airdrop, I would suggest you to keep it active because that's what exactly we do in the industry. We should not stop the airdrop in between. This is the emergency function. If anything goes wrong, then only you can use this particular one. Otherwise, it's going to degrade your credibility in the industry as a project. So finally, we have done with the transaction and we have activated our airdrop. If you want to change the address and set a new owner, you can do that. I can simply come back here, click on the MetaMask. I can pick the account number. Let's say I'm going to pick the account number 2. Account number first. I'll simply copy the address, come back here. Now I can simply come and let me see that I'm connected with the account number 2 because that's the admin. And yeah, that's right. I'll paste the new address. I got it. Now I can click on this transfer ownership and I can click on this. Are you sure you want to transfer the ownership? Because this is not what exactly we do in the industry, but we have added this emergency function. So you will find that most of the contract will have this particular function, but as an emergency. But we use it very rarely. So just wait it. Here the transaction is happening. Soon the ownership would be transferred to the account number 1. And that's going to control the entire feature we have in the smart contract. So just wait. And finally, the transaction is completed and you can see that you have logged out because right now the owner is changed and you no longer will have the access of the admin panel. So once the user who is not the admin will have the similar interface which is going to display. So this is the address is going to be the admin. Now, if I come back here, change my account to account number 1, which is the new admin. Let's come back here, click on the account number 1, which is the new admin, and I will have the access of the admin panel. If I want to withdraw the fund, I can simply withdraw. Let's call this, I want to withdraw 100 token out of the contract. Click on this withdraw and I will have the token in my wallet. So let's click on confirm and the transaction in the process. If I come back here, you will find that currently I have 100 token in my wallet. So if I show you that currently I have 100, but this will go up to 200. So it's the transaction is completed successfully. If you come back here, you will see now you have 200 tokens. So every single thing is working fine. In the same way, you can call this emergency function, which is going to like erase all the data and is going to withdraw all token from the contract. But you should not call this one. This is the emergency function which we have included. So I hope you have understood that what are the feature and functionality we have included. Every single thing is working absolutely fine. That's how you can able to control the smart contract. And this will work for any token. If you already have your token, all you have to do is to put the token address and you have to deploy the contract and every single thing would be set automatically. So this is a really powerful. You can launch on Binance, you can launch on Polygon, Ethereum, any network. It will work absolutely fine. And it will have a referral model, which is one of the advanced model. So that's how you can able to launch your airdrop project with a referral program. Now let me provide you all the assets which you need to develop this particular project, including the starter file and the final source code. So you can simply come back to the blockchain coder, open a new type blockchain coder. Here you will find all the resources which you need to develop the project, including the smart contract and all the front end code. So come back here, make sure to log in, go back to the source code section. Then you will find all the project we have developed on our channel. We have more than 95 plus project, build at least 5 of them. Once you will build 5 of them, you will have the understanding to build any type of decentralized application. So start with supply chain, crowdfunding, NFT marketplace, build all of that. So click here and click on this recent project. Now here you will have it. Click on it here and you will come back here, click on the starter file and you will come back to the GitHub and here you can able to understand the entire folder file structure we have designed for this particular application. So you can check all the requirement, all the packages which we are using, what are the things you need to have to build this particular application. So make sure to clone the repository or you can simply download the file. So when we'll start working on the project, you can simply start with the starter file. Now, let me show you that how you have to do the setup if you will take the final source code. So when you will take the final source code, you will give your valuable contribution to my team to bring more tutorial like that. Make sure to download the source code. And before I show you the complete setup part of the final source code, I want you to come back here and check this particular project. This one is the most advanced ICO project you can launch where we have referral, staking, multi-token currency. That's all the feature we have included. So I would suggest you to come back here and follow this particular project. Make sure to watch this video in which we have explained in detail that how you can accept and sell the token in USDT, USDC and ETH, and it can be deployed to any blockchain. It has the staking feature, it has the referral program, it has multiple token management, stable coin, tons of feature we have included. So make sure to watch this video. You will understand every single thing that what are the feature we have included. Now come back to the topic. Now let me show you how you have to do the setup of the final source code. So make sure to get it. Now let's start with the setup. When you will download the final source code, you will get the zip file. Make sure to extract this file and you will get this particular folder in which you will have the complete source code, including the smart contract which you have seen in the demo. So make sure to install a zip extractor in your system, then you can able to extract this folder. And this is the folder you have to open in your VS Code. So I'll simply come back here, go back to VS Code. I'll go back to open, I'll go back to desktop, and this is the code which we have extracted. So I'll simply drag and drop in my project. So I'll close it. Now let me give you a complete walkthrough of the entire folder and file structure and the code we have designed. After that, we're going to deploy and do all the testing in our local environment. So let me make a zoom a bit. And now the very first folder we have in the project is the component in which you will find all the component we have designed for our application. So the very first one we have is the admin action, in which you will find that this is the complete code we have written for the admin, where you can call all the function for withdrawal, emergency function. That's all we have. So you don't have to make any changes. Every single thing is dynamic. I'll tell you what are the changes you have to do in the environment variable. So let's close this one. The next one we have is the admin card, where we are displaying all the details about the smart contract in the admin component. The next one we have is the claim form, which will allow user to simply claim the airdrop. And here we have built all the logic, all the front-end components. So you don't have to make any changes. The next one we have is the connect custom button. This will allow us to communicate and connect with the crypto wallet. That's the code we have here. Just keep it as it is. The next one we have is the layout. Here we have the entire structure we have designed for the layout, in which we're going to inject the page code. So this is going to be our wrapper. The next one we have is the card status. You don't have to make any changes. This is the card we have for displaying the details about the contracts. Just keep it as it is. The next one we have is the user profile. This we are using for displaying the details about the user after completing the successful airdrop, that how many referrals they have got. So just keep it as it is. Every single thing is dynamic. Let's close this one. The next close this component. Now the next one we have is the hook, in which you will find all the hooks we have for reading the admin data, for airdrop, for contract. So here we have the admin data, which allows us to communicate the smart contract and call the function to read the data and display in the component, including the function. So just keep it as it is. The next one we have is the airdrop data. This will allow us to fetch all the data from the contract for the user. That's what we have here. Just keep it as it is. The next one we have is the use contract, which will allow us to communicate with the contract, and we have all of these details. Just keep it as it is. Don't need to make any changes. Close this one. Close this one. Now come back to the pages. So it's going to be a 2-page application. This is the app.js, where we have done the global configuration for error handler and wallet configuration. So every single thing is dynamic. I'll tell you what are the changes you have to do. Just keep it as it. Close this one. The next one we have is the admin page. So this is all the configuration we are doing, and here we have the entire API of our contract. So once we deploy the contract, we're going to simply copy the API, and that's what we're going to provide here. And the rest of the thing looks absolutely fine. Just keep it as it is. The next one we have is the home page, where we are allowing users to claim the airdrop, and this is the API we have. Just keep it as it is, and here we have all the code we have written. So this application is very light but very powerful for multiple feature we have. Just keep it as it is. Close this one. Close this one. The next one we have is the public. So we have this logo, and we have our logo. So you can change your logo and give the name as it is, so it will be automatically reflect in all the places in our application. So change the image as it is. Close this one. Close this one. Come back to the style. You will find that this is our global file, where we are using Tailwind, and we have written a couple of custom code which allow us to have the styling of our application. Just keep it as it is. Close this one. Close this one. Then we have the UI, in which you will find all the UI component and screenshot which I have taken, that this is what exactly you're going to develop and you will have. So it looks powerful. Close this one. Close this one. The next one we have the utils, in which we have a couple of regular functions. So first one we have is the constant, in which you will find that we are keeping some of the important variable, that how many token we are providing as a reward. So 100, that's what we have given in the smart contract. And we have the commission, means the referral is 20. And we have the contract address. Just keep it as it is. The next one we have is the formatter, where we are doing the format address, converting to way to ether, ether to way. That's all we have. Just keep it as it is. Close this one. The next one we have is the wing, where we are doing the wallet configuration. So you don't need to make any changes in anywhere in this particular place. All you have to do is to provide the details about the network in the environment variable, and that will automatically take the configuration. So just keep it as it is. Close this one. Close this one. Now comes the most important folder, which is Web3, in which we have the entire ecosystem for deploying our contract, including the smart contract. So we have this artifact. So when you will deploy the contract, this will be generated automatically. So I'll simply delete this one, but you will have in the final source code. Now we have the contract. So if I click here, if you find that this is the name I have given, called Token Airdrop with Referral, and here you will find this is the huge contract we have coded for this referral. So it has a lot of feature for the admin as well as the user, and it's storing a multiple data about the profile. So this is the interface we have. Just keep it as it is. And we have a couple of constant variables. Just keep it as it is. So I'm providing 100 token as an airdrop, but you can change this to any. If you want to provide 100 or 200 or 10 or 20, you can simply change this number. Keep this one as it is. And here we have the commission. So if you want to provide 50 as a referral, you can provide that, but I'm going with 20. So you can change this number or this number, and just keep all the thing as it is. Okay, don't need to make any changes. Just test the way I'm doing it. After that, you can do all the experiment from your end. So close this one. This is the contract we have. Now close this one. Come back to the script, and this is the script we have coded. It's for global. So no matter which network you're deploying, it's automatically got configured. Keep it as it is. Close this one. Now come back to the environment variable, and this one is very important. You have to get your variables right up here. So you have to get your RPC URL. So I'm going to deploy the contract to Hostly test network, but you can deploy to any network, and I have already created my token on Hostly. If you don't have your token on Hostly, make sure to watch this video, in which you can launch your token on any network. I already have my token, so I'm going to provide the RPC URL for Hostly. Here you have to provide your private key of your wallet and the address which you're going to use for deploying the contract, and here you have to provide the token address which you want to set for an airdrop. So these are the variables which you have to provide: RPC URL, your wallet details, and the token which you want to set in the contract for airdrop, which we're going to get it together. So close this one. Come back to the hardhat. So we are not using hardhat in our projects. Just keep it as it is. But one thing you have to keep in mind, that you must need this particular node version, because hardhat is not compatible with the latest node version. We need hardhat for deploying our contract to Hostly test network. So make sure you must have this particular node version. If you come back to the hardhat config file, here you will find that I have done the configuration for both localhost and Hostly. But I'm going to deploy my contract to Hostly to perform the transaction, to show you that how you can launch an actual test network. If you come back to the package.json file, every single thing is absolutely fine. All you have to do is to simply execute that one. So if you want to deploy your contract to any other network, like on Ethereum, you can call this Ethereum and you have to change the chain IDs to 1. This is the chain ID for Hostly. So based on the network, you have to give the chain ID, and then whatever name you are giving here, the same name you have to provide right up here, okay? These two places you have to provide. And the rest of the thing is absolutely fine. We are using the latest and most stable packages in our project. So close this one. Close this one. The next one we have is the environment variable for the front end. And here you have to provide all of this detail. So first one is the project ID for WalletConnect, which allow you to have the multiple wallet provider. Then you have to provide the RPC URL, the same RPC URL which you're going to provide right up here in the environment variable, the same one. Close this one, and then you have to provide the contract address. So this is the configuration which I have done for Hostly. So no matter which network you are deploying, if you're deploying on Ethereum, make sure to provide all the relevant information about this. I'm calling my DApp token airdrop, but you can call whatever you want. So this is the details which you have to provide. Let's close this one, which we're going to get it together. Just follow this video till then. You will understand all the setups which you have to do. Now we have this get ignore. Just keep it as it is. Every single thing is absolutely fine. Don't need to make any changes. Now come back to the next config file. So this one is absolutely perfect. You don't need to make any changes. We have done all the optimization for the deployment part as well. So let's close this one. Come back to the package.json file, and here you will find all the packages which we are using in our project. So no matter when you are building this project, after 5 years, 10 years, as long as you will use this models and follow this particular video the way I'm telling you, it will work absolutely fine, no matter when you are building. Okay, just keep it as it is. The next one we have is the post CSS. This is really powerful. Don't need to make any changes. Then we have the readme file. There I've given all the details about this particular project which you can explore. So you don't need to make any changes. All the detail is given that how you can get your project ID, your contract deployment. If you want to deploy to Hostly, you can check this one. If you want to launch your multi-currency ICO DApp, you can check this one, which has multiple features we have included. So you can watch this one. So that's all the information we will find here. Now come back to the Tailwind config file. Just keep it as it is. Don't need to make any changes. The way I'm doing it, after that, once you understand every single thing, after that, do the changes based on your preference. So let's close this one. So you have seen the entire folder file structure we have in this particular project. Now the very first thing we have to do is to get our environment variable. So I'll come back here in the Web3, go back to the .env file, and here you have to get your own environment variable. And we're going to use this particular website. So simply copy this one. So open a new tab and type arnk/rpc, and you will find that this is the very first link you will get it. Click on it and it will take you to this particular provider. So there are multiple providers which you can use for the RPC endpoint, like Infura, Acmeli, but this one is really powerful and it's free, so you can utilize that one. So make sure to create your account. So finally, I'm logged into my dashboard. Make sure to create your account, log in and verify your account, because now the RPC URL we're going to generate, it will have a unique API key which you need for your account. Okay, so click on this chain and you will come back here. Now you have to simply look for Hostly. So we'll come back here. You will find the Ethereum soon right up here. It's going to reflect. So here we have it. Click here. Now it's going to open it up. You can come back here, click on this copy endpoint, click on this test, and you have this Hostly. Copy that one. Now you can come back here. You got the RPC URL. Come here, and that's what you have to provide. Make sure you have to use your own, because this API key is absolutely free to use. Now you have to get your private key and wallet address of the account which you want to use for deploying the contract. So what we can do, you can come back here. Let's close this one, open up your MetaMask, and I'm going to simply log in to my account. So here I'm logged into my account, and you can see that I have this 3 account. I can use any one of these 3 account for deployment of the contract, and I have enough funds. So I'm going to use this particular account number 2. This is the address which I'm going to copy. And I can simply come back here, and that's what I'm going to paste here. This is the account which I'm going to use. And now you have to also provide the private key of this particular account. So I will do that. I don't want to show you, otherwise you're going to withdraw all the fund from my account. So right now you can notice one thing, that I have already enough fund in my wallet. But in your case, you might don't have that fund. So you can get it very easily. You can come back here, go to Google Web3, Cloud Web3, and you can simply come back here. This is the one which you have to click, or you can click on this Web3 faucet. You will come back here and you will have this particular dashboard. You can simply select the network. So right now you will have a bunch of network, but if you are looking for Hostly, click here. And all you have to do is to paste the address. So this is the address which I have copied, which I'm going to use for deploying the contract. So let's click on this, and it's going to transfer one Hostly to your wallet address. You can see the transaction is happening, which you can use to claim it. So here the transaction in the process. Once the transaction will complete, you will have the token in your wallet. So just wait, and finally the transaction is completed. You can see we got the confirmation. You can simply open your MetaMask one more time, and the fund will reflect absolutely fine. You got it. We got it 5. So this is how you can get the fund. And I believe that you already have your token. If you don't have your token, you can simply come back here, go back to the source code section and make sure to watch this video in which I have explained that how you can launch your token. This project is absolutely powerful. Watch this project in which you can easily able to create your token to any blockchain with multiple features. So make sure to watch this video and use this application to create your token and launch on Hostclay. So I already have my token. This is the token which I have, which I'm going to use it. So first I'm going to simply copy this token address, and that's what I am going to paste here. This is the one which I'm going to provide as an airdrop, and this account is the admin of this particular token, which is absolutely fine. Now I have to get my private key. So let me come back here. Let me quickly get my private key. So I'll simply come back here. I'm going to go there. Now I'll simply click here, go to account details. Now just wait, come back to details, and here I have this option. Click show private key. I'll give my password, hit enter. Now I'll place on hold and I will simply copy my private key. I copy my private key. Now I will come back to my environment variable, and here I'm going to provide my private key. So let me quickly provide it, then I will come back once again. So finally I have provided my private key and all the variables including token, address and RPC endpoint. Now I'm ready to deploy my contract. So I'll simply come back here, open up in my terminal, and right now I'm on the main directory, advanced token airdrop. I have to get into this particular directory. So type cd web3, hit enter. And if I check my node version, I have the latest one, and this one is not compatible with the hard hat. So I have to downgrade my node version. So if you don't know how to downgrade, make sure to watch this video in which I have explained that how you can install NVM, which stand for node version manager, which help you to control your node version, because I have to use a specific node version, which is this one. So what I will do, I'll simply use NVM, which I have already. If I show you NVM, I already have NVM. Let's say call NVM, sorry. I already have it. I'll clear the terminal now. I'm ready to downgrade my node version. So I'll say NVM. I'll give the version name 18.17.1 and hit enter, and it's going to downgrade my node version. So I got the recommended one. Now I have to simply run this particular command because we are deploying to Hostclay. This is the one which I have to do. So before I run this particular command, I have to install the packages. So let's type npm. I hit enter. Is going to do the installation of all the packages we have right up here in our project. So just wait. Only in this particular directory, in web3 directory, we need this specific version, node version. But in the front end side, we are going with the latest version. So just wait. Soon the installation will complete and we are ready to deploy our contract. So what I will do, I'll simply come back here. I'm going to simply copy this particular command because this is the one which I'm going to execute for deployment of my token. Sorry, contract. So finally we're done with the installation, and you can see we are getting a couple of commands. Don't need to execute that because we need this environment for deployment of our contract. So clear up your terminal. Now type npm run and give this particular command. This will deploy our smart contract with all the configuration to our Hostclay test network. Hit enter, and you will see the deployment will take a little bit time because right now Hostclay is a little busy and it's taking a little bit time for deploying any type of contract. So you can see this is the account which I'm using. You can see the balance I have in my wallet, 5 ETH something, and here it's going to deploy our contract, and once it will deploy, it's going to give you the address of the contract which we need in our front end to interact. So finally our contract is deployed. You can see the admin and you can see the address of our address of our airdrop contract. So simply copy this one, and that's what you have to provide here. So come back here in the environment variable, and this is what you have to provide. Here you have to provide the contract address. So we got the contract address, all of these details looks fine. Now we have to get our project ID. So that's the only thing we have to do. Now I will simply come back here, clear it up, and you can simply delete it because we are done with this particular directory. The only thing we have to do is to get the address of the contract and deploy our contract and get the API. So you will find that our artifact folder is back because when you will deploy the contract, it's going to compile it and it will regenerate the artifact. And in that we'll have the API. So you will find this is the API of our contract. And this is what we need. You can simply copy. This is what you have to copy. Close this one. Now close this one. We have to get this one as well. So I'll simply come back here. Let's close this as of now. Close this one. Come back to the pages. And you will have this admin. And if you come all the way up, you have this admin. Simply replace this one. So whenever you change anything, like whenever you change anything in the contract, the API will also change. So make sure to get the updated one. Okay. We got the updated API. Same thing you have to do right up here. I'll simply paste it and save it. Got it. So we got the updated API. Close this one. Close this one. Now I can close this one. Open up our terminal. And right now you can see I'm on the main directory. If I check my node version, I'm using the latest node version on my front end. I'll simply do the installation. Type npm I, and it's going to do the installation. By the time it's doing the installation, I can simply get this particular project ID. So what I will do to get that, you can come back here, open a new tab, let's close this one, and type WalletConnect project ID. You will find the very first link, click on it, and make sure to create your account and verify your account. When you will do that, you will have the option called Cloud Dashboard. Click here, and you will have your dashboard. From there, you can able to create a new project and all the project which you have already created. So you can come back to the project, and you will find that all this project I have already created. So to create a new project, I can simply click here, and I can call this, let's say, and you can provide your URL letter. Let's click on this continue, and we are not using any more of this framework. So let's click on this, click on create, and just a moment, and here you have got your project ready. So you can simply copy, and that's what you have to provide here. Paste here. So we got all the environment variable. Now we have to get this one as well, which you can use the same one from here. So what I will do, if I open this one, you will see my private key. So I can simply come back here. I can simply go to the website once again, click here, and I can get it from here as well. Click here. I'm already logged into my dashboard, and I will have it. I can just wait. So here we have the Ethereum. Click on this copy endpoint, test. I have the test, copy. Now I can simply come back here in my code, and I can provide it. So I can simply replace and provide it here. So I got my key. Perfect. And we have done with the installation. You are getting a couple of warnings. Simply ignore that because we are using the combination of old and new packages. Let's close this one. So we are done with all the setup. We have deployed our contract. We got our environment variable. We have done with the installation. Now we are ready to start up our application. So clear the terminal, type npm run dev, hit enter, and it's going to start the application on localhost 3000. You can simply copy this URL, and you can simply minimize it. You can minimize it like this, but don't delete it, okay? Or you can minimize it from here. Now you can come back here. I'll simply close this one, close this one. Let's close this all. Open a new tab, paste here, hit enter, and you will find that our application is running absolutely fine on our environment. I'm already connected, so I can simply come back here and I can disconnect my wallet. Or if I want, I can simply remove my network. So if I don't have this network, in your case, you might don't have this hostly network. So I can simply delete that. I can delete that, and if I can click reload, you will find that it's displaying this one. Now I can click on this. Let's click on this, and it's going to add this and do the configuration in my MetaMask. You can see it's providing all of these details. Click on approve, and you have the network configured successfully, and it's added. And right now you will find that I'm connected with the admin account. This is the account which I have used for deployment, and I can easily come to the admin page, and there I will have the access of all of this. Looks absolutely perfect. Once every single thing is set, now the very first thing you have to do as an admin of the contract and the token, you have to simply fund the airdrop with the token. So you can see that I already have enough token in my wallet address, and this is the token which I'm using. Let me quickly import that one. I'll go back to the hostly because there I have the network. I'll select this one. Let's place the token, and you will find we got it. And I already have enough balance because this is the account which I have used for carrying the token. So I can fund the token in this particular contract. So let's click here and click on the send, and I have to get the address of the contract. So I'll come back, go back to the front end, and I can get the address, copy that one, come back here. Now you have to paste the address, and here is going to fetch. Now you have to get the quantity. So I'll go with, let's say 1000 token, but you can give any token. So you can provide whatever supply you have assigned for your airdrop. So I'll simply click on this continue, and here the transaction is happening. So we can see TBC token, click on confirm, and the transaction is processed. Soon the transaction will complete, and the token would be transferred to our airdrop contract. So the user can start claiming the airdrop. So just wait. It's taking a little bit time. Once the transaction will complete, you will have the token in the contract. And finally, the transaction is completed, and you can see if you give a quick reload, you will find the token would be available in our airdrop contract. We got the supply. Now user can come and they can start claiming. So I can simply provide my Twitter handle, I can provide my Discord handle, I can provide my email ID, and I can give the referrals. Right now I don't have any referral. Because I'm the one who's claiming. So I can simply click here, claim your token, and it's going to make a transaction, and I'm going to have my airdrop. So just wait, it's happening. Click on confirm, and you can see the transaction in the process. You can open up the MetaMask to see that currently the transaction in the pending state. Once the transaction will complete, you will have the token in your wallet address. So finally we got the confirmation that we have completed the transaction, all the states is changed, and you have claimed the airdrop 100 token. In the same way, you can come back here and you can call all the respective function we have in the contract. So if you want to withdraw the token, you can simply withdraw. Like if I want to withdraw it, click on this withdraw and the token would be going to withdraw. So let's click on this confirm, and the transaction in the process. You can open up the MetaMask to see that we are withdrawing the token from the contract. And finally, the transaction is completed and you have withdrawn the token from the contract successfully. Now, if I come back to the admin and I'm going to claim an airdrop from a different account, you can see the status which you have provided, the details which you have provided. I can simply copy this one because this is the address I can use as a referral. Now I can simply come back here. I can change my account to account number 3 and try to claim an airdrop from account 3. If I come back to the tokens, you will find that I don't have the token, but I can simply claim it. I've changed my account. You can see I have the enough fund, and right now I will have the form available to me. I can simply provide all the details. So I'll simply go with the same details and I can provide the airdrop. This is the referral. I click on this claim airdrop and here the transaction is happening. Let's click on this call confirm and the transaction in the process. So just wait. Once the transaction will complete, you will have the token in your wallet address. It's looking fine, and you will also see the balance of the referral will also go up to 20, and the referral address we have used, he will receive the 20 token as a referral. So just wait. There are multi transactions happening. This one is really powerful. In the single coin, you are doing 3 different transfers, and finally the transaction is completed. You can simply give a quick reload and you will find that we have successfully claimed an airdrop. We have paid the referral and we have claimed the airdrop, and you will find your details and your referral ID which you can share with the user. So every single thing is looking fine. If you come back to the admin, you don't have the access of the admin panel, it's denied. If you check the responsiveness, it looks absolutely incredible for all the devices. It looks incredible in all the devices. You can go back to this, you can go back to this, looks absolutely perfect. So I hope you have understood that what exactly you're going to develop in this project, and this one is really powerful to launch your own airdrop campaign where you can do the marketing, where you can use the user to do the promotion and you can provide them reward for doing the marketing for you, for your project. So this is what exactly you're going to develop. I would highly encourage you that if you don't have your token, use this particular project to create your token. Make sure to come back here, get the starter file so we can start working together. And if you really want to launch the most advanced one, I would highly suggest you to check this one. Watch this video, you will understand that this one is really powerful. It has multiple features, it has multiple model we have included, referral, staking, multiple payment method, dashboard, admin control, tons of things we have. So that's the only thing I want to cover in this video. If you have any question, any doubt, let in the comment section. I'll definitely try to help in that. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.